ABA 626, Deck 1, 34 cards. An assessment that includes direct observation and naturally occurring conditions. Descriptive FBA. The therapist creates an intervention that is blank blank to the current contingency and gives access to the same functions. Functional equivalent. In a descriptive assessment, events that have a blank degree of correlation with the target behavior suggest a functional hypothesis. High. A method of confirming hypothesis in a brief functional analysis. Contingency reversal. An FBA is used to identify the type and blank of reinforcement for behaviors. Source. Contingency space analysis is a graphic display of the blank of one consequence given the occurrence of another event. Probability. The therapist does an FBA with 2 10-minute sessions for each condition. Brief functional analysis. Different behaviors that are functionally equivalent, but they produce the same blank. Consequences. The therapist is making a graph of the probability of consequences in relation to other events. Contingency space analysis. There are 3 methods of FBA: indirect, blank, and functional analysis. Descriptive. An FBA obtains information about relations among specific types of blank, blank, and behaviors. Environmental events. The therapist conducts an FBA where they interview the client's parents about the behavior. Indirect FBA. The likelihood that a target behavior will occur in a given circumstance. Conditional probability. Functionally equivalent means an intervention should serve the same blank as the problem behavior. Function. The therapist is calculating the likelihood that a target behavior will occur with certain hypotheses and consequences. Conditional probability. Indirect FBAs can be structured interviews, blank rating scales, or questionnaires. Checklist. In contingency space analysis, contingencies can be positive, negative, or blank. Neutral. The therapist is assessing the function of behavior by observing and recording in the natural environment. Descriptive FBA. Indirect observations are indirect because they don't involve blank blank of the behavior. Direct observation. The closer a conditional probability calculation is to blank, the stronger the hypothesis. 1. Contingency reversal puts a suspected function on extinction and blank an alternative behavior. Reinforces. The therapist confirms a hypothesis during a brief functional analysis by reinforcing an alternate behavior. Contingency reversal. Functional analysis has 3 test conditions: contingent, attention, contingent blank, and alone. Escape. An FBA where antecedents and consequences are arranged so their effects can be observed and measured. Functional analysis. Studies have found blank agreement between conditional probability and functional analysis. Low. An assessment that obtains information about the functions of behavior served for an organism. FBA, functional behavior assessment. An assessment that obtains information from persons who are familiar with the organism emitting the target behavior. Indirect FBA. A graphic display of the probability of one consequence given the occurrence of another event. Contingency space analysis. An analysis in which only 1 or 2 5 to 10-minute sessions are conducted for each condition. Brief functional analysis. Serves the same purpose or produces the same consequences. Functionally equivalent. Functional analysis is sometimes called blank because of the arrangement of variables. Analog. A contingency reversal is used during a blank analysis. Brief functional. Descriptive FBAs can identify events that are blank with the target behavior and suggest hypotheses. Correlated. The therapist is assessing the function of behavior by systematically presenting antecedent and consequent conditions. Functional analysis.